Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the training. Please confirm if you can hear me, everyone, and can see my screen. Let me know in the chat box. And today I will be monitoring the chat box in YouTube as well. So those who are watching this live streaming on YouTube, if you want to ask something, please put your question in the chat box, and I will be replying there as soon as possible. Okay. Okay, so let's get started where we left yesterday. So yesterday we were discussing about the lists and we saw a couple of examples also, and most of you had done that. Okay, those who cannot hear me, please check your connection and check your audio connection with whatever hardware you are using. I think I am loud and clear. There is no echo. There is no echo from my end. Seethan, please check because I think other participants are able to hear me better. On YouTube, all the participants are already muted, so no need to worry about that. Okay, so let's get started. So I officially welcome everyone again to this meeting organized by Harbor Technologies for day 2. Today, as per the schedule, we will be going up to 4:30, where by 4 o'clock I will be wrapping up my all the topics, and next 15-20 minutes or half an hour will be for the a small doubt session if we have, and along with the other topics which we will see. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you the agenda for the day. So yesterday we have completed this agenda, and in this we also completed yesterday lists in Python. So this is what we covered till yesterday. Today we are going to start with the serial number 11. So first of all, we will talk about tuples in Python. Then we will be discussing about sets in Python. Then we will be discussing about dictionary in Python. Okay. After discussing all of these sequences, that is your list, tuple, sets, and dictionary, we will be going for loops. Okay, we will be going for loops in Python. We will see what are the loops we have and how we can do looping. And if time permits, we will also see. So in loops, I will be telling you, or we will see conditional statements also. Conditional statements in Python. So that is the agenda of the day. We will be doing 5 topics today, and all of them will be followed by examples and exercise just like yesterday. Okay, and at the end, of course, doubt, or let's talk about Q&A. Okay, I hope the agenda is clear to all the participants. Confirm me, everyone, if you can see the agenda and can see my editor. Okay, great. Thank you for that confirmation. Let's see if we're getting the same response on the YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, great. So we have the affirmative option coming from the YouTube as well. So let's resume. So let me go to my editor, ideally, and start it. So the questions which we did yesterday, I hope everybody has done that. These 2 questions everybody has done. The one which I gave yesterday. Anyone who has not done, please refer the chat box or take help of Google or your colleague and try to complete it yourself. Okay. And still, if you're not able to do that, then let me know at the end of the session. I will be giving you the solution for this. But I expect that all of you should be able to do, because we have covered these topics in detail yesterday. So the second question is very easy. The first question might ask you to put a little more effort. Okay, but as I can see in the chat box, most of you are giving me confirmation that we have done. Okay, so possibly yes, in YouTube also participants are confirming me that they have finished. So that's good. So directly let's get started with the tuple today. We're now going to talk about tuples. So first of all, let's try to understand what is tuples or tuple, the way you pronunciate it. Okay. So this is also used to store multiple items in a single variable, just like your list. You can also use tuple to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay. Now tuple is unmutable. Okay, yesterday I told you that list is mutable. Tuple is, you can also say, immutable. That's a more good word, immutable. That means you cannot change the tuple once created. You will see the functions as you were will defined in list. Second, we use curly braces to create a tuple. Sorry, parenthesis, that is called round brackets. Okay, so we use round brackets or parentheses, we say, to create your tuple. Like list, yesterday we created by using square bracket. Tuple we create using parentheses, or you can also say round brackets. Okay, and again this is also one of the data types, used to store the collection of items, just like your tuple. Okay, list used to store collection of items. Okay, so this is the basic definition of a tuple. I hope all the participants are clear with this, not so much to refine in this. Now let me tell you an example how to create a tuple. For example, I have a tuple called my tuple. Okay, so when you're creating it, we use parentheses. Again, the tuple can contain different data types. For example, it can contain a string. Okay, it can contain a number. It can contain a number with integer as well as with float type. Okay, so you can have different data types in your tuple. Now if you ask Python the type of your variable which you have stored the values, it's going to say you it's a class tuple. So how did Python came to know? Only because of the brackets. Okay, if in place of these parentheses or round brackets, if you would have used square bracket, it becomes list. Okay, I hope makes sense to everyone. What is tuple? Now, when you want to create a tuple, as told that tuples are unchangeable. Okay, and the concept of indexing, okay, as well as slicing is same in the tuple. For example, let's say I have a tuple named as let's say x. Okay, and this tuple contains, for example, let's say multiple values, okay, of different data types. Let's say 2, 1, 2.3 on then Python. Okay, then language. Now I can use indexing concepts. So if I want to pick Python, I'm going to use the indexing 3. It's going to return me Python. If I want to pick up 2.4, I'm going to use indexing 2. It's going to give me the version of Python. If I want to use negative indexing, of course I can use with -1. So all the logic of your indexing applies on tuples as well. Okay, you can also use slicing. So you can say from the beginning up to 3. So it's going to return you the values from 0 to 2. You can say except first to everything. It's going to return you everything except 0 and 1. Starting from 2.4, it's going to return you everything. Okay, so you have the same concept of indexing and slicing applicable here also. So I'll give you a minute to try all these topics which I have done. Create a tuple, try to create a tuple again with the different data types, try to use indexing and do slicing. You've got a minute for this, only a 1 minute. Okay, hope everybody have done this. We have created a tuple. Okay, great. Now, as I told that tuples are immutable. So let's say this is my tuple X. If I put a dot and try to see the functions available, I have only two functions available which I can do with tuple. One is count and one is index. I cannot insert something, I cannot remove something, I cannot pop, I cannot append, okay, I cannot join, I cannot do any operations because these are unchangeable. That is why it is called immutable. Okay, I can only count. Now count will also count the repetition of values. For example, if I say x dot count, and if I want to count, let's say 2, so how many times this 2 is repeated in my tuple, that will be displayed. So if you see here, it will only give me 1. But if I create a tuple and if I repeat the value 2 multiple times, let's say I say comma 2, comma 2.4, comma 3, comma 2.4, comma 2, I'm just repeating some values intentionally, creating a new tuple. Now if I count 2 here, you see I got the answer as 3. Why? Because 3 is repeated, or sorry, 2 is repeated 3 times. As you can see, one here, then the other one here, and the other one here. Similarly, I can also count for 2.4. So I can say x dot count 2.4, and it's going to return me the value of 2.4. That is, it is repeated 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. If there's any value which you try to find which is not repeated, so let's say x dot count which is not present, let's say 1, it will give you, so 1 is also present. So if I say x dot count, for example, a value which is not present, 9, it's going to return me 0 because that is not present there. Okay, all of you try it, please try count first. A minute for this function to do. Okay, so everybody has done this. Next one was index. So let me open the Python shell again. I'm declaring one tuple here. So let's say x is equals to, and I'm creating a tuple with some values again. Let's say 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 9, something, whatever the values are. Okay. Now I can do count just now. Let me do it again. X dot count with the 3. It's going to return me 2 because 3 is repeated 2 times. Now I can also use pick up the values using index. So I can say x dot index, and then I can pass that what index value I want to pick. Let's say if I'm saying 0, it's going to return me. Oh, sorry, we don't have 0. If you want to get the index value of any number, let's say 5. So it's going to return me the value which is present on index number 5. Okay, I did not understand the indexing part. Okay, let me repeat it again for all of you. The indexing part. Okay, I'll do it again. So indexing means it is basically used to find the occurrence of that particular value, okay, and return its position, that at what position at that particular value has occurred, okay. So if you see x dot index 5, okay, so what is the index number of 5? What is the index number of 5 in this tuple? Index number of 5 is tuple, that's 2, okay. If I say x dot index and I'm looking for the index value of 2, it's going to give me 3 because the index number of 2 is 3. I hope all of you understood now. So the name suggests it will give you the index value. So it will give you the first value from the left hand side path. Again, Python follows the Western culture. It goes from top to bottom, left to right. So the first value from left hand side will be given. Because we don't have 0 in the list, Purnima. Do we have any 0 value in the list? The value which you are writing here should be present in the list. Any doubt on YouTube? Let me check. Oh, they are just lagging a little bit, so but they will also get the part. I hope everybody is clear now with the indexing. Pramit, you see it again. Your value should be present in the list or in the tuple, sorry, not list, and then it will return you the index number. What is the index number of that value? Okay, for example, if I'm looking for index number of 1, it should be 0, right? So if I say x dot index of 1, you see it gives me 0 because index number of 1 is 0. If you write any value which is not in the list, for example, we don't have 10, we don't have 10 in the tuple. So if I write here 10, it is going to say me that 10 is not in the tuple. Okay, so when you are using index function of tuple, you can just find out the index number. Yes, Charushika, index number starts from 0. We discussed it yesterday. From left to right, it always starts from 0. If you go for 3, index number will be 1. If you go for 3, index number will be 1. You can see here. So you see if I say x dot index of 3 and I hit enter, it's going to return me 1. Okay, their count is basically to count the repetition of any value. See, for example, in this list, if I want to count the repetition of any value, that means how many times a value is repeated into my list or into my tuple, sorry. So if you see here, if you write 1 is only one time, it will give you only 1. I wrote 3, it gave me 2 because 3 is present 2 times, one here and one here. So the number of repetition of a value will be given in count. I hope makes sense now. Okay, so this is what your tuple is. Let me check on YouTube. I have to take the things in parallel, no doubt. Okay, good. Now let's do some couple of exercises on tuple. So let me open my editor and quick exercise. Okay, so let's see who's going to give me this answer. Okay, so you have to find the length of your tuple, and the tuple should be of these many values. So the answer should be clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The answer should be 8. There is a hint. Use len function. We have a function called len to count the length. So all of you know how to create a file. Go to Python editor, go to file, click on new file, and start writing a program here. Save it on desktop and then run the file. So it will be a very small program, hardly 2 lines of coding I need, just to give you a hint. Okay, good. I'm getting answers from many participants. That's very good. You will not be able to see because the chat has been disabled for public. So I want answers individually from all the participants. Good to see those who are sending me. I hope they have tested their answers. Those who are not able to do the first question, I will be giving you the answer, guys. Don't worry. Try your. So we have only these 2 questions. Then we'll go for next topic. So first complete this. In second question, you have to take 5 inputs from the user and then convert it to tuple and then display the tuple also. Meanwhile, I'm going to give the solution for the first one for those who have not done. Others can start with second question. So I'm creating a tuple named as my tuple. As I said that you create a tuple with the values as a, comma 1, comma b, comma 2, comma c, comma 3, comma d, comma 4. After that, we just have to count. Okay, so we can say print, and directly we can say length of my tuple. Okay, now if I run this code, run module. Okay, let me save it first. So I'm saving it on desktop with the name as pi_3. And oh, what did went wrong? A is not defined. A1 B2. What did I miss? Okay, yes, thank you. These are the strings. I need to put them in single quotes, single or double, anyone you can use. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And then you will get the output 8. Yep. So for those who are not able to do, this is the first solution. Second one is again easy. You can try the second question, everyone. Those who have done the first one, those who have not done the first one, they first complete this, then go for second. This is the second question, dear. Please try it yourself first. It's very simple. We have done this type of question yesterday for list. Everybody has done that. So it's just like that only. Those who are sharing me the answer for second question, make sure that you are getting the output correct. Your tuple, check the data type also. Please print type of whatever variable you are doing so that it should verify it's a tuple. I repeat, please print the type also so that I can verify the okay, it's a tuple. And then print the values of a tuple. Yes, we will be having one small break around 2:45 for 15 minutes, a quick coffee break for all of you. We will be having one small quick coffee break for everyone around 2:45. Only one small break, that's all. So those who have done it on YouTube also, you can give me an affirmative confirmation, guys, so that I can do it, see the confirmation on YouTube also. Okay, so now let me give the answer for the second question, guys. So quickly, you will take input from the users. Okay, so let's say x is equals to input, and then you can say enter first value, and then you can just okay, change the values if you want this to second, third, fourth, and fifth. After taking the values, what will you do next? Of course, change the variables, can't be same. Let's say x, y, z, a, b. Now what next? Take another variable and store it directly. So you can say my tuple is equals to, and then you can create a tuple and you can pass these variables x comma y comma z comma a comma b. Okay, and then print the type. First of all, let's confirm it is tuple. Okay, and then you can just print your my tuple. Let me check this. So enter first number. So I can now give any numbers 12, 13, Kumar, 14. And you can see it says class tuple and on the value are stored there. Looks good. I'll give you 2 minutes to complete this, everyone, quick. Then I will move to my next topic. Second question was simple. Just take the inputs, multiple input from a user, and then just convert that input and print it as a tuple. That's all. So this is the solution for this. Just 1 more minute, guys, for this, and then I will starting my next topic. Those who are not able to do, they can take a screenshot of these question and this solution. You can try it after your training because I have to continue to my next topic as per the time foundation. So just 1 more minute for this. Okay, so let's move to next topic now. So next topic is about sets. So those who have done well and good, those who have not done, stop doing it now. You can try it afterwards. Next topic is sets. So sets are also used to store again multiple items in a single variable, just like your list and tuple. After that, We have a, it is defined with a curly braces. First of all, we use curly brackets for this to define sets. Then it is also immutable, or you can say, yeah, it is, or we can say it is unordered. Unordered and unindexed. That means indexing can't be used in this. In sets, we can't use indexing. Okay. And basically, it's a collection of unique values. Okay. Collection of unique values. So indexing does not support in sets. Now let me show you this practically. So I'm gonna open my new terminal. So let's say I'm creating a sets name as my sets. I'm use curly brackets. Now all of you see the beauty of sets. Let's say I'm defining 2, 4, 6, 2.4. Then I'm giving a value, let's say Python. Okay, then I'm again giving 2, again giving 2.4. I'm repeating the values intentionally. Also, let's see how many of you will notice that. 2.6. Now if I call my sets, tell me what do you notice? Yes, very good. Very good. Good. Okay, so even if you are defining or creating a set, and if you use any duplicate values, okay, it will be only printed once. The repeated values are not allowed in sets. Okay. Now you cannot use indexing, see, because when you call sets again, okay, it might change the order. As of now, it's not changing, but it might change the order. Now, if you use the function of this, of course, you can add a value. Okay, you can clear, copy, difference, and all. But you can also pop and remove the same thing, the using the last value and using the indexing. Both the concepts are clear here. Apart from this, if I see try to use indexing, if I say my sets 1, it will give you an error saying that set object is not subscriptable. That means the values are not properly ordered. They keep on changing their position. Okay, as of now it's not changing because it's a small set, but when you have a big set of items, then the values will be changing their order here and again. So that's why indexing concept is not supported in your sets. Okay, so make sure that whenever you are defining set, you won't be able to use the concept of indexing here. It is unindexed, and since it is unordered, therefore it is unindexed. I hope it makes sense to everyone. What is unindexing and it's not working? Why? Because the values are not properly ordered. Okay. Second thing, yes, you can use some of the basic functions with sets. You can say pop. So all of you know what is pop. It will remove the last value. So it will do random. Now see, this is the beauty. Pop should take the last value, right? But see, it will pick up anyone's. It picked up this value. Okay, so you don't know which one will be popped out. There is no specific value. Now see, it is taking 4 randomly. But yeah, you can use remove to specify your value which you want to pop. Okay, you can say my sets dot remove, and then you can specify value. Let's say if you want to specify 2.4, if that value is present, that value will be popped or removed. Now if you call your sets, now it's only containing 6 and Python because other values are also popped out. Okay, I hope things are good here. Give me a quick confirmation, guys. Pop and remove in sets. So they are unordered, they are unchangeable, duplicates are not allowed. Okay, you can get this length of your set again by using the len function. You can use len function with any data type. Okay, you can use with tuple, you can use with dictionary, you can, sets, you can use it with list. Till now this all we have discussed. So set items can be of any data types. Okay, so for example, if I create a set again, so let's say set 1. Okay, now let's see who will tell me. And quick testing, if I write here the name of some fruits, let's say, okay, and then I write some numbers, okay, and then what is this true? Who will tell me what is this true? Will it accept here without single quotes and double quotes? Somebody says no, somebody says yes. Yes, it will accept here because that's a Boolean value. If you remember yesterday, we discussed about that. That's a Boolean value. You can see the color automatically changes. See, by default, it still says set. But if you would have written it within, see, if I just define the same thing, and if I change the casing, if I write it in small, true, and if I write it in small, false, now it will give me an error. Okay, so as discussed yesterday, Python is case sensitive. So be careful with the case when you're defining it. Uppercase, lowercase matters a lot. Okay, quick information for this, everyone. So it can be of any data types: integer, boolean, float, string, anyone. And the same applies to your list and tuple also. Okay, so Krish, I just told that it can have different data types, in which I also explained here one of the data types that was true and false, boolean, which we saw yesterday. Okay, so if you use the uppercase T and lowercase RUE, then it will be accepted. But if you use all in lowercase, it will not be accepted because this is a keyword. It's a function predefined. It's a keyword which is predefined into Python. Okay, so these are keywords. These are not keywords. So if they are not keywords, either define them in double quotes or be specific. Then only Python will accept it. Okay, you can create a set again using set function whenever you are taking input from a user, and if you want to convert it to a set, then you can use set function. Okay, just like you use tuple to create a tuple, you could use list to create a list. Similarly, you can use set. So these are called constructors. Okay, so you can use set constructor also to create a set, to construct a set. Simply you can remember to construct a set. Okay, sounds good, everyone? So using indexing, you cannot access the items of sets. Okay, so if you see, if I call here set 1, you see now this is something what I wanted to show you. Although it was defined in this manner, but when it got printed, it changed randomly. Sometimes false, true, it randomly changed the values. Don't know what is that. Okay, so that's why indexing, sorry boss, not possible here. Although there are some of the options available where you can add, you can remove, you can pop the value. So that's why we don't say it's unmutable, it's mutable. But yes, indexing is not possible here, boss. Okay. So you can add a new item, but you cannot change the item which is already present there. Okay, yeah, you can do remove and pop up the values. Great. Now let's move to the next topic. That is dictionary. Dictionary. Okay. So why do we create dictionary? Why do we have, how do you use a dictionary, guys, in your normal literary life? We use a keyword and we search for the value of that. Okay, Dave, do you remember in your maths subject in your school in class 7th, 8th, or 9th, 10th, I don't remember which class is that. You create a set. So set is a collection of unique values. You make sure that the sequence of values which you are storing should be unique. Okay, so that's why we create set when we want a collection of unique values with different data types. Now dictionary basically is always going to store your data in key value pairs. Okay, it store data in your key value pairs. So we have a key and a value followed with that. Okay, key should be unique, no doubt. It's just like a normal, whenever you have a key for any lock, it should be unique. Okay, two different key can have same values, no problem. You can access same values with two different keys. Just like one lock of your door can be opened with two key, right? So yes, you can have two keys, one value, no problem. Second, it is also going to be a collection, which is again just like set unordered. Okay, but yes, it's changeable and it does not allow duplicates. Okay, just like sets, it does not allow duplicates. How do we create a dictionary? We use the same methodology, that is curly brackets, but then we give our key and value. Let's say we say key 1 followed by value 1, then we put comma as a separator, then we use key 2 value 2. Okay, then again we use comma separator, and the list goes on like this. Okay, this is how you define a dictionary. Now your key can be a string, okay, it can be number, doesn't matters, just have to be specific when you're creating a key. And they are always written with the curly brackets and they have keys and values. I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Give me a quick confirmation. Okay, now let's go and ahead create a dictionary. So let's say I have a dictionary called this dictionary. Oh, sorry, this dictionary. And how will I create? I will say curly bracket. So first let's create a key. Let's say name. And let's give a value for this. Let's say Python. Put a comma. Then you can say version. And then you can give the version, let's say 3.9. Okay, then you can say year, then you can say 2020, then you can say virus, that is the worst corona, that should have not come into 2020 at least. Okay, now if you ask the type of this dict, it's gonna say class dictionary. Okay, now yes, you have a couple of options to do. So if you use the indexing here, so if you say this dict, and if you pass the indexing, let's say as 1, so it is not going to support. Here we use the key to find out the values. Okay, so you can say this dict and then you can pass the key. Let's say you are searching it from the name, going to return you the value. Okay, this dict dot, and then you can say keys. You can use keys, of course, and it will only display you the keys available in your dictionary. So as you can see, I have four keys: name, version, year, and virus. Okay, if you want to get the values of any particular key, then you can say your dictionary name dot get. Okay, and then you can put a key here. So now I can say name, and then I will get the value of that. Yes, Harsh, dictionaries are mutable. I'll show you. Give me time. Let's do it one by one. Okay, so using dot get, you can get the values from your dictionary. Okay, although this can also be done directly without passing the name with a function. Yes, of course, Dikshita, without, in place of dot keys, if you just write dot values, your all values will be printed. Rightly said. So now let me show, for example, if I say district dot to values, of course, my values will be printed. Okay, if I say district, and if I mention it like this, name, then also my value will be printed. Okay, I can directly use without, instead of index number, I can give my key. I will get the value of that. Okay, like I can give the key here as year. Oh, 2020, I can give virus, corona, don't do anything. Okay, so using dot keys, dot values, dot get, you can get the values. 2 minutes, all of you try this. All keys, values, dot get, all the functions. Create a new dictionary. Try it yourself. I'll give you 2 minutes. Create a new dictionary. Open a new Python shell and dictionary with your name, your age, your class, your school name quickly, and then try to access all of these four functions: dot get, dot values, dot key, and without the indexing. Create a new dictionary, Krish, and just create it with your name, your age, your class, and your school name as a keys and the values respectively, and then try to print all the keys once, all the values once. Okay, and then try to get the values using this format. Those you have done, that's very good. Others, please take your time and do it. I'll give you 2 more minutes on this. Okay, so I hope everybody has done. So these are the couple of options available with dictionary. You can access, you can change, you can add. Okay, you can also remove the items by using pop. Okay, so if you want to remove, let's say, the virus from our life, so to remove it, you can just say dictionary name, this dict, and then you can say dot pop, and then in parentheses you can mention your key which you want to pop, let's say virus. I wish it's that easy to just do it. And then now if you call your dictionary this dict, you can see the virus is gone. Okay, so you can remove the item using dot pop. Similarly, you can also add the items to this dictionary with a function called dot update. For example, I want to add a new key, so I can say this dict dot update, and then I can put what I want to update. For example, I want to update my age to this. So I'll say age. For example, let's take anybody of your age. Let's say you guys are maybe 16 or 17 something. So let's say 16. Okay. Now if I call my dictionary this dict, you can see I got a new value here as age. So using dot update, you can add values to your dictionary. Okay, so let me just summarize these which I have taken. One was dot keys, dot values, dot items. Okay, then dot pop, dot update. Anything else, guys? I told you. I think this was all I told. To add, you can use update. To remove, you can use pop. To change your items, if you want to change your items, yes, you can use update. To add your items, you can also use update as well. Okay, yes, dot get with the keys, very good. Dot get. You can also use dot delete to delete the values. Okay, I'll not go that deep now. Let's keep it to basics up to here. We also have dot pop item that we can use to remove the last item. We have a del keyword, okay, that will remove the item with the specified key name. You see the pop, you can also use del. Okay, but that is a keyword, that's not a function. So how will you completely delete a dictionary? In that case, you can use del and that dictionary name. So this dict, this will remove the complete dictionary. See, for example, here, now if I say del this dict, now if I call my this dict, it will say undefined. Okay, so you can use del keyword to remove your dictionary. The same can be used for tuple list and as well. This dict dot clear will just clear the values, keys and values. Okay, but there will be a dictionary existing, empty dictionary. Okay, so this was the dictionary methods which we have seen. So we have many more, guys. These are not just limited to here. We have from keys, we have pop item, we have set default. But yeah, I'll keep it to basics for this course. Let's not go that deep. Okay, it will be covered in future training classes. Let's keep it too simple for this training. Okay, because these are the most common and frequently used. Shreyas, because this is just a beginner course, and in beginner course we're not taking the entire topics at once. Okay, we first learn the basics and then we go with the intermediate level and then we go with the advanced level. So if I keep on taking the advanced topics as on each topic, then I can teach 1 week only on dictionary. Okay, I can only teach you 1 week on sets, but yeah, that's not the thing which we're going to do detail here. Okay, okay, so that was all. Let me give you quick questions for dictionary, guys, and then we will go for break, a short break. So let me first of all give you a question. Let's see for an exercise here. Okay, so first exercise, simple. It is not linked to dictionary. You have to take 5 inputs from user as number and then print them in, let's see who will do this. descending order. Okay. Second question you have to create. Take 4 inputs from user as enter your first key, enter your key 1 value. You can say enter your key 1, then enter your key 1 value, and then you will say enter your key 2, and then enter your key 2 value, and then you have to print the dictionary type and then dictionary value respectively. That's a question. Yes, of course you need input. I have given take 5 inputs, dear. You've got 2 questions, guys, and you have got 10 minutes for this, 5 minutes on each. That's the maximum time I can give. Take your time, guys, and then after this we'll go for a short break and then we will resume. So guys, we have got 10 minutes for this question and 10 minutes for a break. We are starting back at 3 p.m. sharp. Okay, complete this exercise and take a small break. We are starting back at 3 p.m. sharp after approximately 70 minutes from now. That includes a question timing as well as a break timing. So grab a coffee or have something, guys, and then we'll get back at 3. Okay. Thank you, guys. See you at 3 p.m. Till then, please complete this question and then take a break. So this is the answer to the first question, guys. Those who have not done, please complete it. This is the using list, you can do that. And I think second everybody has done. That's a simple thing. I can see most of you have done second question, so I'm not going to tell you the answer for second one. The second version was to create a dictionary, guys. That was simple. I think that should not be the problem for most of you. Okay, please take a screenshot of this quick, guys. I'm going to move to my next topic, that is my if else condition, and then followed by loops. Two more topic to cover, and we have around 1 more hour left. So hurry up. I'm going to start my next topic now. I'm going to close this file. I hope all of you have taken the screenshots, and done. And done. Let me confirm it on YouTube. Okay, work note user. Okay, fine. So now we are starting with next topic as per the agenda. So we have seen list, tuple, sets, and dictionary. Now left to loops and conditions. Let's move to the next topic first. So we're going to talk about the conditions, okay? Python conditions, which is used with if statements. So first of all, we have seen the logical condition operators, right? You remember we used equals to confirm. Then I also told you about not equals to, greater than, smaller, less than, okay, greater than equals to, less than equals to. So these are the operators which will be used now, and you can use this in several ways. Okay, now take an example. Let me write a simple new Python code. So let's say I have a variable coming from a user a. Okay, let's say I have a variable as 33. Okay, or let's take a small number, let's say 5. I have another variable, let's say as 7. Now I can put a condition that if a is greater than b, if a is greater than b, then I'll put a colon. Now something which all have to notice here is the moment after putting a colon, when you will press enter, okay, after putting a colon, when you will press enter here, it will automatically take one indentation. That means space. So Python is the programming language where indentation is very important. If you don't put a proper indentation, that means proper space, it will give you an error. Okay, so I'm saying that if a is greater than b, then print. Let's say I want to print something. Let's say I want to print that a is greater than b. Okay, so if the statement goes correct, then this will be printed. Otherwise, I can put a else condition. I can say if it is not correct, then just put an else condition here, that if a is greater than b, then print this, else print that b is greater than a. Okay, Parth, I will come to those topics one by one. Don't be in so hurry. Okay, those who know, guys, I request you to calm down your nerves, okay, because we are going step by step. So if a is greater than b, print this, else print this. Okay, let me run this code and check. Let's see what it is printing. So let's say I'm going to save this on my desktop, give the file name as pi_4, and you can say it says b is greater than a because the value of b is 7 and a is 5. All of it, please test it and give me a quick confirmation once done, then I will proceed. You have got 1 minute exactly for this. Okay, I hope everybody has done. Now see, if the same thing, if I don't use a proper indentation, it will give me an error. Now if I run this code, it will give me an error saying that expected a proper indentation. Expected an indented block. Okay, so indent means that is spaces. You have to take proper care of the white spaces, should be in the same indentation. Okay, everybody has done. I'm waiting for confirmations from some more participants. Some of you are changing your name to some other name, guys. I will be simply removing you from the meeting. I'm telling you, if I find anything which is not maintaining the decorum of this training, I will just remove you from this meeting. If I'm being polite, please don't try to misuse that. Okay, now what you will do is a small quick question for all of you. Instead of defining the input of a value of a variable, you have to write a program in which you take input from the user. Ask user to enter his first and second number and then compare. Okay, and tell him that which number is greater. Okay, do it fast. I repeat, write a program yourself, take two inputs from the user and then print that which one is greater with if and else statements. Quickly. Those who have done, share me the code. Okay, good. I repeat, the question was take two input from the user as a number and then print which one is greater, the first input given by the user or the second input. You should give it to the user. Prabhav, have you finished? What about Ayurda? Ayurda is doing it, or is it just being a spectator watching? Okay, Prabhav, take your time. Those who are in the meeting, guys, when we will be wrapping up the meeting, I need most of you to on your video cameras if you are okay. We will be taking a group photograph. So at 4 o'clock, I request if you guys are comfortable to on your webcam or camera, whatever you are using, so that we can have a group photo for our website. As of now, if you are not comfortable, you can close your webcam, no problem. Okay, I've got many answers. Let me now complete my answer. And again, there are many ways to do this. So first, let's take input as an integer from the user and say enter first number. Then I'm going to say b is equals to integer input enter second number. Okay. Now I'm going to compare that if a is greater than b, then print first number is greater than second number. Now these messages can be anything, guys. Don't worry about the messages, okay? Otherwise, print second number is greater than first number. Let me check this code. Enter first number, let's say 34. Enter second number, let's say 45. Let's say second number is greater than first number. Looks good. Mohak, did you finish it? Give me a thumbs up if you have done. Okay, good, Shriza. Good, Mohak. What about Shraddha? Okay, good. Okay, great. Now let's go to the next statement. Next, guys, you can use elif statement when you want to check more than one condition. Now try to understand what is elif keyword, okay? Now, take example, I'll make it simple, then I will give you a question. Let's say a is equals to, okay? A is equals to, let's say I'm putting a string, okay? Python. Okay. Then b is equals to, let's say Java. Now I can put a condition that if a is equals to Python. Okay. Now I'm not using greater than or less than. I'm using another operator called equals to. Remember, we use double equals to for comparison. Okay. So if I say if a is equals to Python, then print high level language. Okay. Now if you want to check multiple condition, then you can say elif a is equals to Java. That means if not Python, check is it Java, and then print. Okay. Then you can print compiler language. Okay. Else, if it is not any one of these, else then what you will print? I don't know which language is this. Or you can say unrecognized. Let's keep it simple. Unrecognized. Sorry me for the typos, guys. This WhatsApp is spoiling our life. Print unrecognized. Okay. Now let me check this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this as an input from the user. Okay. So I'm saying input. Enter language name. Okay, no, it's not having b variable. Let's move this. That's all. a single variable, trying to multiple testing on that. Run. Now enter a language name. So let's say if I say C++, unrecognized. The moment I say C++, it says unrecognized. Run it again. Enter language name. I say Ruby, unrecognized. I say Perl, unrecognized. If I say Python, then it says high level language. If I say Java, it says compiler language. Make sense, everyone? Come on, do a quick testing of this. You can take your own conditions and test it. 2 minutes for this. So you can have as many elif conditions you want. Okay, it's not limited to one. You can have 5, 10. You can do number of testings. Multiple testing conditions can be done using elif. Certificates and all will be given to only those participants, those who have attended the minimum hours of the training program. Your attendance is being continuously monitored, and it will be given to only those participants who will be, of course, filling the feedback for the today at the end of the training, as followed by attending minimum hours of training. So your attendance and your duration of attending the training is being counted by our backend team. So they are monitoring it, and they will give you an update to this in your Telegram group. You will be having another link for feedback, or sorry, same link for feedback today also at the end of the training. That means after 4 o'clock you can fill that. Okay, I hope everybody has done this question. I mean this topic. Now let me give you one question and you will take your time to do that. So question is simple now. We have a small exercise, should not take more than 5 minutes. Okay. First of all, what you will do is you will ask, take input as username. Okay. And password. If username matches, if username matches but not password, or let's keep it simple, you guys will get confused. If username matches, print correct username. Okay, if password matches, print correct password. Okay, and you have to define your username also. So before taking input, you have to define username. Define username as your name. Okay, you can define your name, whatever you want a username, and you have to define the password also in your program. Define password, whatever password you want, you can define that. Now you will ask user to give the input. If username will match, you will give the username. If password match, you will give the password. If both matches, print login successful. Print login success. Guys, give me a second. I'm getting a call. Print success. Start a question, guys. You have got 5 minutes for this. Hello. You can take any username and password, guys, okay, in your program, whatever username and password you want. And then when user is running the program, he should give the same, because he don't know username and password, right? If you give your program to anyone, he don't know what is the username and password, so he should be giving the correct username and password. Okay, I got an answer from one of the participants. Looks good to me. Oh, good, very nice. That is Chatrisha Ramasai. That's good. All of you, take your time. Those who have done can share me the code. I want everyone to finish this. Please use both the conditions. Yes, Mohak, tell me. You want 2 minutes? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes, dear. So good to see your enthusiasm, guys. I want everyone to be active. Move your fingers. Da-da-da-da-da. Mohawk, your password and username is so unique. Will you remember that username and password? Anyways, the concept is good. If A is this, print this. If B is this, print this. If A and B, okay. The third concept is wrong. Mohawk, check that. You cannot use comma for true testing. You should be using AND operator. Guys, hint, please use AND operator. You remember yesterday I told you we can use AND operator to check two multiple conditions, right? So you can say if A is equals to this and B equals to this, then print login success. Okay, a hint for everyone. Those who have not done. I can see most of you have done that with the AND logic. That's good to see. Others, those who are not able to do that, good. I am getting answers from many of the participants. Guys, please don't ask me the questions about certificates here. I am not from the execution team. I am only going to give answers for technical doubts. If you have any doubt regarding the certificates, regarding the future dates of training, anything, please post it in your Telegram group, because those questions will go unanswerable here. I will not be answering to those questions. So no wasting your time in typing those questions here. Prefer to write those questions on your Telegram group. Those who are watching this on YouTube, if you don't have the Telegram link, please contact Harvard Technologies. I hope you all have the email ID and number, and ask them to share you the certificate link. You are attending in YouTube or Zoom, don't worry, all of you will be getting the certificate. Anybody have the link, please share it in the group chat here. I'm making the chat public so that everybody can see that for a while. Okay, now you can share your answers again so that those who have not done can see the answers. The chat box is public. And if somebody is having the link for feedback, please share in the chat box. Yes, I repeat again, those who are doing it in the YouTube as well, they will also be getting the certificates. But guys, I told this yesterday also, your username should be the correct username. I can see many of you are using usernames like which is not acceptable. I don't want to point out the names, doesn't looks good. I hope to whom I'm referring, they are smart enough to understand. Those who want the feedback link, it is in your Telegram group. Okay, it will be in the Telegram group. You can ask for the feedback link there. You will get the feedback link. You can on your videos, guys. Those who are in YouTube afterwards, don't worry about the photo session. I will be getting that access on Zoom here itself, because I can see it from here if allowed. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, possibly I can see most of you have done. That's good. So we are good with this. Let me give the solution for those who have not done. So let me open my Python and let's complete this code. So the program is going to be simple. Let me first close my first terminal. That is my shell, and open my code. So what I'm going to do is first I will define my username with a variable called username. Okay, let's say it is Python. Then I will define a password. You can take any variable, guys. Okay, don't try to keep it that complex. Please don't use this pass as a variable name. Okay, it's a keyword. Try don't using these keywords as your password variable name. Like I told yesterday also, some of you are using output. Okay, some are using input. Now input is also a keyword. You can't use that. Okay, in is also a keyword. So try always to use unique variable names. So I can take password, of course. So let's say the password as query. Okay, and then I'll take an input in a variable a. I'll say that give me an input, enter username. Then I'll take another variable and I'll ask to give the again input as enter password. Now I can put a condition that if okay the username a is equals to the another variable that I use called username. Okay, I could have done directly this here also without defining the passwords. Okay, like without giving the variable, I can directly say that if a is equals to my username, whatever I've given, let's say Python. Okay, then I will print. What should I print? Username correct. Whatever you want to print. Username correct. Now I will use what? elif. Elif. I can also use another if condition. See, there are multiple ways to do this question. Okay, elif b is equals to my password. Let's say is QWERTY. Okay, now I could have used print for if for this also. That's fine, no problem. Let's go for this. Otherwise, we will go for that. Password correct. Okay, elif a is equals to Python and b is equals to QWERTY. Okay, then I will be printing now the syntax error I'm doing here. I am sure elif condition should be in the same line. Yeah, let me put that. Control X. Elif means else if. It's a short form we use here. Else if. Print login success. Now at last you can say else. That is, if anything is not correct, then just print wrong credentials. Wrong credentials. Okay. Let me give you a quick try to this question. Let's see if I missed something. Blah 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 blah. Okay, looks good. Let's check. Enter your username. So let's say Anshu. Enter your password. I'll give wrong password. It says wrong credentials. Okay, because none of them matched. Enter username. Anshu. Answer password. QWERTY. Password correct. Uh-oh. Okay. So if A is this, B is this, otherwise this. Now let me check. Enter username, Anshu, enter password, this, wrong credentials, okay. Enter username, enter password, T, password correct, but it also says wrong credentials. It's going outside the loop. It's going outside the loop. Messages are printing, but it's not as per our desire. We can make it more complex by putting two conditions together. Okay, we can do that. Ding, ding, ding. So let me make this as way. If A is equals to Python and B equals to QWERTY, print login success. Let me remove this first. Let me put this condition as first. Okay. Else print login credentials. Okay, this is a simple code that should work according to. Okay. Show QWERTY. Okay. Oh, sorry, that was Python is my username. python Python. Username correct, password correct, and login success. Yeah, works fine now. I was talking the wrong password, guys. Sorry, wrong username. Sorry for that. Let me then show the code again. Open this cell. Okay, so first it will check this. If correct, it will print this. If this is also correct, then this will also be printed. And since these both we are also testing, so this message will also be printed. Okay. So you see when I run this code, if I give my username correct, no, it's not an issue. It's Python. If I give password also correct, so first it will check username and password and then say login success. Okay. If I run it again and if I give my username wrong, my password correct, it's gonna say password is correct but wrong credentials because your username is wrong. Okay. Let me run it again and this time I will give my username correct but password incorrect. So I will give my username correct, that is Python. Password I will give wrong, 12345. So this will say this time your username is correct, password is wrong credentials. Make sense, everyone? See, we can make it more systematic, okay, but I'm just keeping it to simple here only, up to here. All of you check the conditions. Now you could have done it more different way. That's also fine. I can see most of you have given different types of messages like error 404, login success. You have compared two items more than once. That's fine. The entire logic is you guys should be familiar how to use this two conditions if and else together. Okay. See, for one if, it is desired to give at least one else. Okay. If you are having multiple if, it's desired to give the same types of else. But if you have elif, then you don't need to give same number of else conditions. Okay. So the else keyword will catch anything which is not caught by the preceding conditions. That means whatever conditions we have before else, if any of them is not catched, then else will be catched. You have to do typecasting, Charushika. You have to do typecasting in that case. Initially, while defining your variables, you have to do typecasting. Okay. Now, next, another question, another exercise. This will be a little bit more simple so that you can get a quick hands on this again on else if condition. Take single input from user as username. And if it matches any of given names, it should print authorized user, else unauthorized. And the given names will be Python, Java, Perl, PHP, HTML. So strictly these names only. So if it will take any of these names, it should give you authorized user. Otherwise, if any other names except this, it should give you messages unauthorized. Now you can use logic whatever you want on this, either a list logic or a tuple, or you can use elif condition to do this. You've got 5 minutes to this. Move to second exercise, everyone. Hint, use elif conditions. You can also use condition in. If you remember yesterday we talked in. So if your variable in and something like that, that should also work. Okay, so I can see most of you have done. I think we are good with this then. Please take a screenshot of this exercise if you want. Both exercise, guys. I'm moving to the next and last topic of the day, that is while loops. Quickly, everyone, take a screenshot of this exercise, both if you want. I'm moving to the next topic, that is while loop. Those who have not done, they can try it afterwards. Let's move to the last topic of the day, that is the while loop. So we have seen condition statements. Now let's go for the loops. And here I go. So next one is while loop. So why do we use while loop? When we want to execute a set of statements. Okay, let me write this. When we can execute, or let's say when we want to execute a set of statements as long as condition is true. So in that case we use while loops. So basically we have two types of looping. In this case we have for loop and while loops. We will be discussing only while loops here today. Okay, for example, let's say you have a variable. Let me show you this now on a small program. Close the shell. So let's say I have a variable x is equals to 1. Okay, I'm putting a condition that while, okay, x while x is less than 10, while x is less than 10, print print my x, and then do an increment of x. So I will say x plus equals to 1. If you remember the statement this I did yesterday. Now what will happen? It will start checking the condition. Initially value of x is 1. It will print 1. It will come here. It will add 1 to 1. That will becomes true. Again go to check condition. 2. Now value of x is 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes. It will again print 2. Again it will come here. This time it will become 2 plus 1 3. Again check. Again print. Again check. Again print. It will keep on printing until the condition is true. The moment the value becomes 10, okay, after 9 the value becomes 10 and the condition becomes false, it will stop printing the value of x. So when I run this code, you see the value from 1 to 9 is printed. Okay, all of you give it a try. Simple. If you don't put an increment operator, then your loop will continue forever, will not stop. So initially you can set a value and then you can put a condition and then you can put an increment or decrement, whatever you want, and then you can take the condition. Okay, I think it's simple. So you just need to put a condition and then you need to execute that. So using while loop, you can run this particular condition as long it is true. The moment it becomes false, it will stop executing that. Okay. Great. Now let's do one small last exercise that will be a mix up of the topics what we have done till now. Okay. Write Python program to take only two inputs from user. One will be your input 1, the other will be your input 2. First condition that if input 1 is greater than input 2, okay, if input 1 is greater than input 2, print sum of both the values. Second condition that if input 2 is greater than input 1, print numbers starting from 1 to the given input. That's the question. To the given input 2. That means let's say if input 2 is 5, it should print 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. If input 2 is 57, it should print 1 to 56 and something like that. Okay, so both the conditions in one question. All of you start. Yes, guys, you will be having the same link for the feedback for today also. Those who have completed this, we are having a small introduction to the agenda of artificial intelligence for our upcoming training programs. So I will be explaining that for next 5 minutes after this, after like 2 minutes, and then you can go to the Telegram group and you can post your feedback there. Can someone please share the link of feedback here? Okay, thank you. So one is to join the link and one is okay. Nikshita, please send me. Let me give it. Yep. So we have got the feedback link in the chat box for those who have. The group name is Python Workshop 2829. Okay, so I think we are done with this question. Everybody has finished. Good. So guys, that's all for this Python training. Now let me. So we have around 100 participants currently into this meeting and around 100 on YouTube. So let me first of all share you the content for your future trainings. For those who are interested to apply this Python concept, because see, this was just a Python introduction course. Okay. Now, since you have learned the basics, you can implement this basics, and one of the best field to implement a Python is no doubt machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay, so in future you will be coming across artificial intelligence. So Harvard Technologies will be organizing future training programs on AI as well, and this is the agenda which we'll be discussing. Like we will see the types of artificial intelligence, what are the examples of AI, and how Python is used in AI, what are the different libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. We'll talk about all these libraries in our training program. Each of the library plays an important role for their specific task. Okay, like some are used for calculation, some are used for data filtration, some are used for visualization, and so on. So this course is again a startup course for the beginners, those who are already familiar with Python. This is for them. So since you guys have done the basic course of Python, now before moving to the advanced level of Python, you can implement these basic things through the basic level of artificial intelligence. Okay, and then step by step you can move towards the advanced level of Python as well as advanced level of AI as well. Okay, so regarding the future updates of the training and the webinar, okay, you will be getting the update in your Telegram group. Stay connected, guys, for the future updates. Okay, and you can get back to our team if you have any doubt in your Telegram group. We are available there. Now I can see around 10 participants have on the webcam, requesting others also if you are comfortable to on a webcam so that we can quickly have a quick. Okay, good to see. Now let me see how many. Okay, we have it on different pages. That's good. Give me a second. Okay, thank you everyone. Good to see smiling faces. Now, so before we have this, let me also tell you guys. So since we have done this Python basic course, and you all are now, I can see that most of you were so much active throughout the session. I should say almost all of you. Okay, except someone here and there, those who are busy having snacks, having some sort of snacks in between. Of course, that is needed because we are so much nowadays busy in work from home, so we need that small break, no doubt. That's appreciable. So the first thing I want to conclude to all of you is, like, you all are from different grades. We have students from class 6 onward to class 12th. Okay, so my suggestion to all of you is, start implementing these things whatever you have learned in different areas, different sectors. The best one you can start is going with machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay, so there what you will be getting is, like, as I just now told you about the content, that you can create small projects also there. Okay, like for example, you might create your own chatbot. Okay, you can create your own chatbot and you can create it for your own friend circle. You can use it, all your friends can use that application. So creating an application development level from Python, again, it all goes from the basics which we all have done. Okay, now when I say basic, guys, it does not mean only what we have studied currently in this training. We have many more things to discuss apart from this. Okay, but again, this is like the basic crux of any of the Python. If you start learning Python, this is what you will be getting on most of the official websites of different vendors, different people offering their courses. So now I can confidently say that all of you are good enough and having a good knowledge of the basics of Python, and you can go ahead and start exploring the other areas. Okay, so stay connected with the group, guys. Again, I repeat, those who are not connected with the group can please ask your friends, your colleagues to share you the link. Okay, you can drop a mail to us and get back for the future updates. And if any problem, any technical doubts, please get me back on the Telegram group, guys. I will be happy to resolve your queries there. And again, please expect a delay in the response, but yes, there will be a delay. There will be a response for sure. Okay. So thank you everyone for attending this training. It was really good to interact with everyone, and it's very nice to see those smiling small faces, small kids from class 6. Then we have students from class 12th as well. So it's good to see everyone. Okay, so give me a second, guys. Let me just switch on my webcam as well, and then we'll wrap it up. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry, actually, I was looking for my webcam. I actually have a gaming laptop, so there is no webcam in this. Okay, anyways, I think I got it connected now. Yeah. Okay, I think yes, most of you can see me. Let me just check. Okay, hi everyone. This is your trainer Anshu from Delhi. Good to see everyone here. And let's have a good signing off to everyone. Stay safe. Okay, stay inside. And hope to see you in the future for upcoming trainings. Stay tuned with Harbour Technologies. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Please use the link for the feedback which was shared yesterday to everyone. If you have any doubt, guys, you can ask in the Telegram group. I will be replying you there. I have been to DPS schools long back, guys. I don't remember which DPS. I have been to DPS Dhanbad. I have been to DPS Jaipur. A couple of schools in DPS. I don't remember which city, which state. Thank you. Yes, I have been to DPS Yamuna Nagar. I remember. I have been to DPS Yamuna Nagar. Abhishek, I don't know Kannada. I only know English, Hindi, Punjabi. That's all. No South Indian language. I'm basically from North. I'm from Delhi. Arduino, now it's almost, outdated. We're not using Arduino anymore. You might start learning about, Raspberry Pi or something. That will be more helpful for you. Yes, Harsh, I have been to Tamil Nadu. I've been to many colleges, mostly, and schools as well. In Tamil Nadu, I have been to Kerala as well. So many couple of states in South India, I have been there. Of course, yeah, a couple of years back when there was no pandemic, of course. Okay, who is Abhiram? Abhiram, can you switch your camera? I want to see you. Oh, Abhiram. Okay, you was sitting like, okay, so I'm the king, huh? That's good. Yes, I have been to Trichy. It's a nice city. I have been to Trichy as well. So I have traveled across Pan India, guys. That's not a problem. And I wish to come again. Just this pandemic goes and I come to schools and visit all of you. Prabhav, no, I haven't never been to Mount Abu. That's like I prefer to go to that place, not for work, just to visit that place personally. Yes, I love Hyderabad biryani. Of course, I have been to Hyderabad many times. So we have taken group photo, guys, and it will be shared to all of you on the Telegram group. Okay, I will ask my team to share it to your Telegram group so that you can have your own pictures. You can have it from there. Oh, come to DPS. Yes, I have come to DPS Yamuna Nagar. I remember the principal was a lady. She was a lady. I don't remember her name. I even interacted with her a couple of months later for advanced trainings. Yes, I have been to Uti to one school. I don't remember the name. It was on a hill station. I have been to Uti. That was a very nice school. I went twice to that school actually in Uti. Telegram link is not opening. Please check it is opening for other participants. Yes, Crescent Public School. That's rightly said. I have been to that school, Uti. Okay. Good to see my students from the previous schools. Vidush, computers will code itself very soon. We are moving towards artificial intelligence, where we will be having, wide AI, the concept of wide AI, where machines will be smart enough to reprogram themselves on their own code. So that time is not very far away. But we are taking proper precautions because it should not be, a threat to human existence. Otherwise, what you see in hypothetical movies like Transformers, Terminators might become true. So we're just taking precautions that should not happen. So basically, it's going to be implemented first of all, it will go either with NASA or ISRO in space, research and all. There they will be using the applications of that. Okay, guys, time to sign off. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a good day ahead. Stay safe. See you guys soon. Bye.